everybody, it's Krista. Welcome to my greenhouse. We are talking about onions again today. My onions, some of them are ready to trim. So this is going to be a really quick process. The thing about onions is they get really long and they start drooping over because the seed and roots are putting all their time and effort into the greenery to grow, to flower, because plants want to reproduce. So onions will flower, and that is where they will reproduce. So what we're going to do is you want to do about 50%, but you want to make sure there's 2 to 4 inches of onion left. So we're just going to trim off all of this greenery. We're giving them a haircut, and that's going to help them stand up. That's going to help them focus on root production so that we get large bulbs, and it's going to create a better airflow among the bottom of the bulb. Now my airflow is probably not terrible because I just have like 1 onion per tray or per cell block. I didn't plant these super close. There's a couple that have, you know, maybe 2 in there. But you can tell instantly when I relieve some of this really long green, they actually do stand up again. So I was probably long overdue with this. But that is why you want to trim your onions. And I have actually been very bad at this in the past few years. I've let it go, and my bulb size has not been that great. So I am being a good girl this year and staying on top of this process with my onions. So create airflow, improve airflow, and let your onions focus on bulb production and root production versus greenery production. Oops, I actually pulled one out. We'll stick him back in there. All right, and trim him up. So that, my friends, is why we trim up our onions. So you want to wait till they are, you know, about 5 to 6 inches. Trim 50% to leave 2 to 3 inches, and then let them size up a little bit more, and then it'll be time to put them out in the garden here in about a week or 2. We're getting close. Last night was the last cold night in the 10-day forecast. I moved them out to the greenhouse. These have actually already been hardened off. So they will go actually back out onto a table in the garden for the next week, and then I will put them in the ground. So we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.